shocking negligence by the British High Commission and the Bangalore city delegation of athletes, our athletes, participating at the International Children Games will not be traveling tonight due to unethical, unprofessional practice of the High Commission, the British High Commission, not releasing the team's passport and visa on time. There is a full detail of the Bangalore Schools Sports Foundation that has been put out today. And I have Elvis Joseph joining us on the broadcast. Elvis is the founder director of the Bangalore School Sports Foundation. It's a big shame, Elvis, that our children were denied visas. Something, they fast-track visas for a price. And this is something they should have done, Elvis.
Certainly, good afternoon to everyone. Yes, this has been very disappointing after so much of hard work. Today what's so disappointing with us is basically, today we are the best of technology. Communication is the very basics. And today, after 6 weeks, we still don't have a word of communication from the British High Commission and the VFS. It's very sad the way they function. And we've been, ahead of time because it's only 3 weeks as per their rules and regulations that they would grant a visa. But it's been more than 6 weeks, and even today we haven't received our visa as yet. So who do we talk to? Who do we really reach out to? If you have a shut door and then you expect us to, communicate with someone, who do we communicate to? And this has really caused us a lot of embarrassment. It's today, having our children, our athletes being on a global platform is a great pride for the country. And today we have been denied. And I would completely ask the VFS, because we have been facilitating with them and they're an appointed agency. But when you say we don't have any communication from the British High Commission, then who do we speak to?
You're telling us, and I'm picking up some details, Elvis.
Yep.
You applied for UK visas on the 4th of July through the VFS, which is the Visa Facilitating Services.
Yes.
And the time schedule given was 3 weeks.
Correct.
But there's no sign yet. And this is for the International Children's Games, the Children's Olympics, which is the only such event in the world. They could have fast-tracked it. Did you request them? Where do you think they went wrong? And did you try to intervene and ask them for any fast-tracking on this?
Yes, because our only communication has been with the VFS, because they are an appointed agency, and the British High Commission would not respond to any emails. If you go on their website and look into any of their lines, the telephone lines, if everything goes to an automated machine, then who do we speak to? So it's a blame game. When you go back to the VFS, they say you have to directly speak with the British High Commission. The question is, please give us a line, please give us a name, a number where we can reach to. There's no email there. They don't have any responses. They don't respond to any emails. And this is the 6th week. We've already lost our date. We lost our flights. Everything has gone by. And today we still haven't received our passports. And the question is, why would you hold our passport when you don't want to give us a visa? On what authority do you hold a passport for 6 weeks, but still no communication at all? Neither VFS has an answer, nor the British High Commission has an answer to this.
Yeah. And of course, you've been working with these students and these athletes. They must have really trained for it. They must have worked hard for years together, for months and years together, isn't it? How many children? How many children? How many contingents?
Yeah, it's a contingent of 12 people, but 7 athletes who have been selected from Bangalore City. They are the best athletes, and today we had a great opportunity, to represent India, Bangalore City, India at the International Children's Games. And this is the 14th year that we are representing at the Games. It's not the first year. And every year this Games happens in different cities in different countries. But we've never had such an experience. But with the British High Commission being so irresponsible, we have a travel date. We have every detail that's been given in the registrations and in the application that we've already mentioned. But why would you not communicate is a very simple answer that, it's really baffling us.
Where do you think they could have helped? Where do you think they could have helped?
It's basically a basic communication. Tell us that, you don't even have a system where to see what stage is our process is happening. I mean, is it being processed? Is it being on hold? Do you have any documentation issues? You could come back to us. We can, retrieve any of the information that they want. There is zero communication. The day we applied for it, you pay a money to it. You have all kinds of fancy services today. And the VFS is saying you should have applied for a priority service, which is about close to 40,000 rupees for a visa, and you'll get it in a week's time, 5 to 7 working days. I said, we can't afford that kind of a thing. But the point is that according to your guidance, it's only 3 weeks is what you require for a visa. And we've already, now 6th week has passed by, so we still don't have any communication, not a word of communication from either of them.
Yeah. You know, this is coming at a time when so many of our young athletes, Elvis, have won laurels for India at the CWG, coincidentally in Birmingham, in the UK. And we're also proud of them. Tomorrow the government is going to felicitate them. And here you have a situation where India's athletes, India's youngest and the most capable athletes are trying to compete in an international event, but were stopped for some godforsaken red tape and complete, negligence that could have been addressed, isn't it? I'm sure the children were really looking forward to this.
Yeah, they were very disappointed. A lot of kids broke down because this games is only for the age group of 12 to 15 years. So most of the kids are 15 years and they miss a great opportunity to represent the country. The next year they're going to be 16 and they will not be allowed to participate in the International Children's Games.
Yeah. Okay, Elvis, let's see where the story goes. We'll try and see if any of them respond to this, but it's already too late, like you said. Is there a window or is the window now closed?
No, it's closed because today is the opening ceremony and we lost this opportunity. We should have been there 2 days ago, but we've completely lost the opportunity. And still we haven't received a communication from the VFS or from the British High Commission to know where our passports are. I mean, you should communicate. Who do we talk to? That's the worst thing today with the best of technology in the world that we have today and at its best. And today we're still not able to communicate. And that's a shame. It's a real big shame.
Did you try tweeting to them? Because usually these days people tweet, they tag, etc. Did you try doing any of that on social media perhaps?
No, we didn't use the social media, but officially we want to have this communication. We have sent emails. We've been trying to call them. And like I said, the only point of contact for us is the VFS because we have officially given a passport to them. They have taken ownership to it, but we don't know where it is. And VFS has they don't even want to escalate this. And that's a shame. I said, please escalate to your respective manager and we'll talk to them. No, there's nobody who wants to communicate with us.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, it's a real shame, Elvis. Real shame, and our heart goes out to all these students, these young athletes who really trained hard in Bengaluru. And we know that in Bengaluru, a lot of facilities and a lot of impetus is also given for such young athletes. You have some wonderful training facilities in Bengaluru. It's a shame that they couldn't make it. We'll be in touch. Elvis, thank you for joining us here on Republic TV this afternoon.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Back to you for now. We'll keep a track on the story. Let's see if the British High Commission responds. I mean, if you send out mails, you send reminders and you still don't get a response, it's a real shame. Back to you for now, Samiksha.